so Maria, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Dekho suno mat bolo. Whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha. Shri Gurave Namaha. There are first two aspects of this book. First is the life story of Santa Ganeshwar Maharaj. It is exhaustively explained properly. As time passes, people start giving some kind of meaning to the historical facts. And when the historical facts are given this kind of meaning, then the very purpose is defeated. For example, Bhagwan Ram is Brahma, Sita is Shanti, Ravana is Ahankar, or Ravana is Moha, Kumbhakarna is Ahankar, then Lakshmana is Vairagya. When these kinds of labels are given to the historical events and facts, we lose both. Neither we get knowledge nor we are left with devotion. Knowledge and devotion both are equally essential for gliding high in the sky. See? This is how most of the Vedantis are like dehydrated dry fruits. You can't take out even oil out of them. Now exactly why I am telling you this thing? If you study, you will definitely read the story of Santa Ganeshwar. It is not possible for average person to go through that kind of life. And then these four brothers who were born to their parents, and their names also such that it appears to be fictitious. So, Nivruttinath, an embodiment of dispassion. Jnaneshwar, incarnation of Lord Krishna. See? Sopana is the path. Net result is the Muktabai, liberation. Now, if you start looking at these four characters in this light, I guarantee you will not get realization. At the same time, you will totally be lost only in logic and argument. Why I am telling you? Because when you read so many books and all that, there you come across like this. For the first time, many years before, I was very much attracted towards this kind of various characters of Ramayana. And I had read so thoroughly all of them. And net result was, I became so dry. See? Only logic takes away the joy from your system. Because life is not a matter of logic, or it's not a matter of arguments. Life is not a matter of fact. Life is a matter of love. This is the important thing we all have to understand. It is here little bit of differentiation if we can understand these Chidvilas or Kashmiri Shaivism or Ishwar Advayavad on one side and Shankar Vedanta on other side. This is the difference. Those who have read Shankar Vedanta, they will be always emphasizing Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaivana Paraha. The world is an illusion. But I want a big ashram. See? It's an illusion. So everything will be illusory. And when you know that something is an illusion, like on the stage, one useless girl does lot of makeup and she becomes so beautiful because of the makeup. You know what is makeup? Swamiji don't have to teach us. We are established in that. See? All that is done to control and cover the breakup is called as makeup. See? Now that makeup girl, she looks so beautiful, so wonderful. And this boy who is acting in the same drama, he is also like that polish. Now when he talks to that girl on the stage, honey, darling, till date I have not understood why they call it her honey. Is it sticky? Honey. Useless. One girl asked me this question, Swamiji, I am from UP and I don't know much in English, but they were in Canada. My husband always calls me, honey, how are you? I feel so abnormal. Why he calls me honey? I said, then you call him. I will never call him honey. I said, don't call him honey. Then I'll tell you, but don't tell my name. Okay. So when he calls you honey, you say, hi, chewing gum. So when this boy calls that doll painted and he knows she is an illusion, can he love? But he has to act as if he is loving, is it not? But there cannot be love. So acting without love, you get paid for that. How important it is. Therefore, this world is an illusion and yet you love the world, impossible. Therefore, we have to take other stand. In Vedanta language, this is called as Brahman is simultaneously the material and efficient cause of this world. See? Abhinna nimitta upadana karanam. Abhinna, undifferentiated, only one, not two. Nimitta and upadan karan. Clay is the upadan karan, material cause, and a pot maker, not a potty maker. A pot maker is the efficient cause. So for any creation, these two causes are minimum required. See? Only clay cannot become the pot and only the pot maker cannot make the pot. Both are required. So in this creation, are there two things? So it is said, the same reality, the ultimate reality, Param Shiva or Brahman is simultaneously Nimitta Upadan Karan, material cause as well as the efficient cause. Now when you take this way, then you will see many of our doubts are dissolved. See? Why in our religion we have no hesitation, no problem in accepting the river as God, the tree as God, a stone as God? What is the reason? The reason is the divine is the material cause of this world. See? It is not only a symbol. Like when we touch a tricolor, we are not touching India. Because today it may be tricolor, tomorrow we may evolve, it may become multicolor, who knows? But when we are touching Shiva Linga, we are touching Paramatma directly. See the difference? And therefore, when we talk of this world as an illusion, if this understanding is not there, then we become only too much dry in our life. Life becomes only a matter of fact. No, life is not a matter of fact. Therefore, we have to understand very clearly all the steps through which the creation happens. This we have given exhaustively. You do study that. If you study that first about 5-10 pages, you will have clarity about what you are wanting to achieve, attain and discover yourself. Otherwise, only getting lost in the words. And remember what we are telling you here is not a product of overnight reading. See? When we see a nice vigraha of Lord Shiva or Lord Krishna, it has gone through chisel and hammer treatment. Not once, but number of times. And then it has become worship worthy. Exactly the same way. Unless we go through this hammer and chisel treatment, what we have to remove? Wrong notions. See, wrong notions cannot be removed by goody. See, friends. And therefore, absolute is Param Shiva or Brahma. It has got its own potentiality. So, it is called a Param Shiva and his potentiality is called a Shakti. Now, the Shakti is not coming from outside. Like a child, particularly girls. I went recently to somebody's house in South Africa. That child, I saw a girl, so sweet and giggling, laughing and all that. When I went this time, she is not ready even to say Hari Om. So her mother asked, Swamiji, I don't know what happened to her. I said, don't worry, you have gone through the same thing. She is entering a terrible age called as 13. Therefore, in English literature, 13 is a very inauspicious number. Now that maturity is not coming to that girl from outside. It was dormant, unmanifest. Exactly. The divine potentiality in the Paramatma, when it is unmanifest, it is Ekameva Dvitiya. And this divine potentiality called Shakti, when that Shakti starts becoming manifest, then different things start happening. See, it appears as if the Shiva is undergoing change. It appears. See, like the water, its potentiality is to express as waves. So when the right kind of atmosphere time comes, then water starts expressing as waves. Stones don't express as waves. Okay? Only liquids. Now this expression is water plus something, because of which the water expresses as wave. Now when the water has become wave, has it changed? Then what is that? superimposition of name and form. So wherever there is a name and a form, creation has begun. The other day, it happened in this Johannesburg. We went to 3-4 places. And after my whole trip was over, we came back to the base camp, my friend's house. So his daughter was due to deliver. So he says, Swamiji, she is due to deliver on 5th of November. I said, no delay. She should deliver before me. They laughed. Swamiji, I said, you see, Jadoo. This is how Bhagwan's Leela goes. And then on, before Diwali, Dhanteras, we came back at 2 o'clock from our flight. And then she has started feeling very uncomfortable. So the nurses were called home and all that, whatever they had to do. I said, by evening, come out. Time pass karne ke liye, you say anything, how does it matter? See? This is called Kakataliya Nyaya. See? And then I had my tea, coffee, nicely had a good sleep. Then I got up, I finished my bath and came and sat. And it was exactly evening, 7:43. This Dhanteras Muhurta. That time she was brought out and kept in my lap. Swamiji, this is a baby girl. I said, see, I told you, Dhanteras, so name her as Lakshmi. Now, she has not dropped from anywhere. That inherent potentiality started manifesting. See? Therefore, this Shakti is such a relationship. It is a relationless relationship. Because we talk of Shiva and Shakti, Brahma and Maya, so we are talking of two. But are they two? See? So this relationless relationship, when it is clearly understood, then you will see all the riddles of creation are solved. So when this potentiality is absolutely unmanifest, it is Brahman or Param Shiva. When the potentiality is recognized, it is called as the Shiva. Or in Vedanta, it is called as the Ishvara. Recognition of the potentiality in the form of Maya. Then that potentiality starts getting activated. See, that activated potentiality is now reducing this Ishvara into Hiranyagarbha. See, in the Hiranyagarbha stage, the differentiation is complete but at a totality level. And then it comes to the individuality level at the Virat. See? So how Brahman or Param Shiva, the next is Ishvara, then Hiranyagarbha, then Virat. See? So this is the universality in creation. This is what Bhagavan says, Bhumirapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakritirashtadha. This Ashtadha Prakriti. And whose Prakriti? See? Oh, she is a wife. Whose wife? No, she is a wife. Arre? You can have the name husband. Mr. Husband, please come. English people have got this name, Mrs. Husband. Who is your wife? No. Without wife, husband. No. Therefore, these are the stages. And thereafter, the individuality starts appearing in the totality. From here, the Jiva is born. And what is the individuality? Getting influenced by the conditioning through which the Brahman, Param Shiva, God, Bhagavan is expressing. See? It's so simple and so clear. Be attentive. like all these things are inert, so also our body is inert, prana is inert, then the mind is inert, sense organs are inert, intellect is inert. Then it becomes enlivened when the consciousness reflects in that. See, get this complete picture. It's very important to know. Thereafter, meditation will start happening. You will not have to struggle anywhere. See. So, consciousness reflects in intellect. Thereby, intellect becomes enlivened. Now, that enlivening of the intellect, which is essentially inert. Now, understand this point. If the sun falls on any object, it is a common light. See? Like if you can see at my beautiful face. It's not a joke, it's the truth. For me, it's beautiful. For you, it may be, who cares? So, the general light falls on everything. But on the face, somewhere, there is a tight skin. Ek raat mein do chand khile. Where there is a tight skin or the glasses somewhere, there is a specific light. See? In the same manner, intellect bathing in the general light of the consciousness, there is a specific light. The specific reflected light is called a Chidabhasa. Now from that Chidabhasa, another light comes out. Like if you take a bucket, water in that, and the sunlight is illuminating the whole bucket and the water, plus there is the reflection of the sun disk in the water, and from there another light comes. See, but this can happen only in the mirror, water, etc. This cannot happen on ordinary stone. In the same manner, all aspects of our body, they continue to remain inert. But only the intellect, where the consciousness expresses as Chidabhasa, that intellect becomes enlivened. Be attentive. That enlivened intellect is the principle of ahanta, the I-ness. It separates itself. See, this is what we told you from our these 5 fingers. Prapancha. Body inert, prana inert, mind inert. There is no problem in the body, prana, mind. There is no problem even in the intellect. If it is not bathing and reflecting the consciousness as Chidabhas. Because of the presence of Chidabhas in the intellect, intellect becomes enlivened. This enlivened intellect gets identified first with the mind. Nearest to it is the mind. And with that identification, I am happy, I am miserable is born. Then this enlivened intellect, which is essentially inert, gets identified with the pranamaya kosha. Becomes I am hungry, I am thirsty. Then this enlivened intellect gets identified with the body, becomes man or woman. Till such time, this I, the intellect enlivened with the touch of consciousness, continues to be alive, identified with the 3, samsara will continue. And one gets tired of that. Then what is the process of sleep? Drop body identification, drop prana identification, drop mind identification. And therefore in deep sleep, we are neither the body, nor hungry, nor happy or miserable. Because this I, who was identified with the 3, has dropped them. And what happened to him now? Now he goes back to the Ananda. See? This is called as the Chin Mudra, Ananda Mudra. This is not a snuff mudra. See? Unless these basics are clear, our meditation is like searching for a black rat in a dark room at night by a blind man where the rat was not there. Meditation. Karo? See, friends, when these points are clear, then what will be your spiritual practice, you tell me now? This I has to be separated from the three. Presently, what is our life politics? I is the candidate. He has got majority with the body, prana and the mind. So, 3:1. And I has gone with the 3. So, this is our mudra. The other day, somebody came to take my interview and to take a picture. I said, take picture. Swamiji, do like this and send. I said, I'll give you like this. No, but they say, chup. They didn't say anything else. See? So when this I is now separated from the 3, surrendered to the uncreated joy, Anandamaya Kosh, the bliss in the deep sleep is not created. It is not bhoga. It is a trailer of realization. And what is the trailer? The sense of otherness and the sense of limitation are erased. When there is no sense of limitation and when there is no sense of otherness, desire cannot be born. But when this I, enlivened intellect, Vijnanamaya Kosha, gets identified with the body, limitation of time, space and object has come. Therefore, I am this body. Next generation, 2G. Next generation is possessions. 3G. Third generation is relations. 4G. Next generation is the grandchildren. And never come out of that. See? Therefore, friends, spiritual practice must begin with this clear understanding. See? And this is what technically we have explained in these pages. Please spend some time, study. See? And when you study it properly, then you will be able to relax and be happy under all conditions. So what is Paramatma that we are? What is the expression of this? Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. 3. We are the creator of our life. Srishti. Sthiti, we maintain. Laya, we divorce. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. See? And the fourth thing is, we have forgotten our own essential nature. Nobody has told us that you are a body. But all the scriptures keep on telling you are Brahman. I am Brahman. See, friends. So we are holding on to this wrong notion. When these wrong notions are there, Now to whom to blame? Blame him. Who is there? See, one person, a social worker type, he was telling me, Swamiji, you tell social work is not spirituality. So, what I do? I said, do it. But then why do you say it is not spirituality? I said, okay, I withdraw. Vado na avalambhya. Never be wise among the fools. See, it is a folly to be wise among fools. Simplest way to live happily. That is the secret of my happiness. Got it? Relax, Maharaj. There is nothing to be serious about anything in life. And you will see we are all miserable. Never for something great. Miserable. Morning they didn't give me tea. Daridri. Be miserable for something standard. See? Therefore, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, then Pidhana. Pidhana is getting covered. This is God's creation and He is making fool of us. Recognize this principle. When we are playing with the children, don't we make the children tease them? One girl now, she is grown up. She is now in Australia, married. When she was small, right from age 6 months or so, she has been close to me. When she was 2-3 years, she was possessing me. Any child coming, she'll push, my Swamiji, don't go to him. Like that. So once we were together, her father, mother, myself and that child. So I said, hey, you have got 2 of them, mom and dad. I don't have anyone. Let me take the dad with me, okay? So her small frog-sized hand, she was trying to cover the mountain's father. No. Okay, I'll take mom. Then I took her mom. She said, Swamiji, I also want to come with you. And then she was crying. No, I have to go now. Swamiji is alone. And she was crying so miserably. That time, me, her mother, father, were they miserable? They were enjoying. Exactly the same way. Upar wala चाबी भर के छोड़ देता है. And when we are miserable, his understanding or experience is like, have you seen those toys wherein the chimpanzees are given the symbols in their hand, give the chabi. See? But we become so serious. I have done this thing for my children, but now they don't listen to me. Because they know you in and out. Don't take life seriously. See? Where Bhagwan Ram suffered, where Bhagwan Krishna suffered, who are we? Jagjivan Ram. Will we have everything good? No. This is life. Therefore, first is creation, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Pidhana. Bhagwan has covered our knowledge. And when we are, then be attentive. Then His grace alone comes in our life. Anugraha. Ishvara anugrahat eva pumsam advaita vasana. This is the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What is the first chapter? Arjuna, tragedy yogo naam. Now tell me, can tragedy be the yoga? See? When everything is going on, beautiful, perfect and all that. Swamiji, actually I don't get time. I wanted to come for the retreat, but I'm so busy. And then one day a hard kick comes. Swamiji, when is your next retreat? Why? What happened? No, I am feeling little down, See? Such people come and tell us, Swamiji, you should have this kind of retreat for the youngsters. So you understand, the problem is in the family of that man, youngsters. Swamiji, they don't listen. See, friends, therefore, be attentive. Any tragedy, any bad event in our life is Bhagavad Gita chapter 1. Provided because of that, we change the direction of our life from the dogward to Godward. See? Do we go to the hospital when we are healthy? See? In the same manner, we don't come to satsanga unless there is something pinching somewhere. Loneliness, frustration, expectation. See? Therefore, satsanga comes in our life only by God's grace. See, Maharaj. So this anugraha is also his creation. Problems also he created. In short, when every event of our life is able to remind us of him, then understand his grace is showering on us in full way. So these are the 5 principles that the Lord plays on us. Therefore, take every event as a suggestion. And how to take that, yesterday I told you. When we take every event of our life as spiritual examination, every event, and we must pass that examination, A+, no less, then you will see your approach to life will change. See? Now these students who go for the IIT or BITS, Pilani, etc., how much work they put on. See? IAS, IPS, they work hard. Once they fail, never mind, again they try. Then only they go to that level. No, but I want such an examination, I can write from home and I can evaluate myself. See? Then go to yoga. See? And go on twisting the body, not straightening the mind. Therefore, let us analyze what our life is. First is kala. These are called as 5 limitations imposed on ourselves. First is kala. Kala means what? Like Chandra Kala. Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, etc. Kala means an aspect. There are not 16 moons. 1 to 15, Prathama, Dvitiya, up to Purnima, 15. Amavasya, 16. Moon is 17th. In moon there are no kalas. We are living on earth. From here it appears as if there are 16 of them. So, first Kanchuka, first limitation is kala. So, we are unable to express fullness. See? Now, what is fullness? Whatever we want, we can do it. No. We are dependent on so many factors. Karturajnaya prapyate phalam, karma kim param karmata jadam. See? But the divine can create anything or destroy anything. All omnipowerful. Sarva kartrutva. The sarva kartrutva is reduced to a little kartrutva. See? First limitation. Because we are functioning through the limitations of the Panchakoshas. Now the second is Vidya. Omniscience, all knowingness is reduced to a little knowingness. The reason is limitation of the sense organs, limitations of the mind, limitation of the intellect. So through eyes we can only see the colors and form, limitation. Through the ears we can only hear the noise, limitation. So the omniscient is reduced to a small little thing, and therefore Alpajnani, he is a Sarvajna, he is Alpajna. Second is Vidya. Third is Raga. Raga is desire, desire, desire. I want this, I don't want this. I want this, I don't want this. One simple principle I tell you. This is God's Leela. Whatever you want, you never get it. What you don't want, you get it. See? Now, who of you wanted diseases? Nobody. But chalo, ghum ke aate. And how many of us want to be absolutely healthy? Somewhere or the other, some puncture happens. See? Therefore, tyage naike amrutatva manashu. You don't want anything, then everything is yours. When you want something, then only that something is yours, not others. This is raga, and therefore we get lost only in getting involved in the world, possessiveness and relations. The third limitation. Fourth limitation is kala. See, time is an imaginary division of knowledge in past, present and future. See, when the knowledge is divided in past, present and future, that knowledge is called as mind. When that knowledge is not divided in past, present and future, it is consciousness. In deep sleep, no limitation of past, present and future. Because there we are living as consciousness. And because of this division, we are all the time living in the dead past. In that time, he said like that, I said like that, I did like that, I did like that, this is good, that is good, Are Ram, 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 Ram. Are enough. Never evaluate anybody's conduct or behavior. Never do that. When you do that, you give too much importance to it. How to do that? As you are listening to satsanga, listen to other people. Satsanga has never made any change in us, isn't it? Because that is our essential nature. Asangoham, asangoham, asangoham punah punah, satchidananda rupoham. You keep on telling, you are not miserable. Get married and show. Narayana. So, Kala is our mental projection. When the mind is enfolded and put below the pillow, that time, when are we, where are we, and what are we? All gone. These two times, if you remain little aware, when you go to sleep and when you come out of sleep, these two times, try this. When we come out of sleep, what happens? First, we become aware of ourselves. Second thing, what is the time? Third thing, where are we? Fourth thing, what we have to do, because I is born. See? And when we go to sleep, exactly opposite way. We drop everything. Where are we? Now come back home. Everything is dropped. Finally, in the bed. And there, the last mantra continues. I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. And that time, that is called as the dosha process. We sleep on the bed. I want to sleep. And I think I should sleep like this. I want to sleep, I want to sleep. I think it is better that way. I want to sleep. I think I should do bhujangasana. And once the sleep begins, means what? The I who wanted to sleep disappeared. See? So, body is not living the life. Body is neither miserable nor happy. It is the mind which is playing the trick. See? So this is the creation of Kal. Drop that. Means what? Be attentive. Remain beyond the influence of time. How? Be punctual in your life. See? Respect time. Actually, Swamiji, I wanted to come, but no excuse. Second thing, start your day early morning. See? When you want to start your day early morning, you will retire earlier night. But we keep on seeing all rubbish things, horror movies, see, and all killing and all that, And then we get into sleep. So what will be the dream? My favorite dream. चलते गाड़ी में लटकती लाश. Why I get that dream again and again? I don't know. I get that dream. See? When all the time watching these horror movies, your mind is so full of that dirty thing. See? If you have recorded something on your tape or a CD and you play, whatever you have recorded, that only will come out. The quality of our dream tells the quality of our waking life. See? How important it is. Mind is the same. Therefore, these Kal, do not get too much involved in the past, future, remain cheerful and happy in the present, and that put together is our Mahamantra. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. You have done all the sadhana. See? But while taking food, we are... and then the person takes the thali. How simple life is. Then the fifth one which controls us is niyati. See? In fact, we are independent. Be attentive. Vision is independent of colors and forms. If more colors and forms are added, there is no burden on the vision. If colors and forms are reduced in number, there is no lightness for the vision. If all the colors and forms disappear, there is no loss for the vision. See how simple it is? So vision is independent of colors and forms. Now apply this to everything. We are independent whether waking, dream, deep sleep or samadhi. Independent. Waking comes, showers, goes away. No problem. Dream comes, creates noise, goes away. Very good. Deep sleep comes, even if you are Kumbhakarna, you will wake up after 6 months. That also goes. And meditation never comes and never goes. See, friends. So, in fact, this is what we have to understand. We are independent. Discover your independence. See? But as people get addicted to their addictions, like you take, for example, cigarette. Nobody is born with the cigarette in the mouth and a lighter in the hand. Nobody is born. Then how it starts? On some billboard, the useless fellow, he looks at the billboard and he sees somebody sitting on the motorcycle, and then in his mouth there is a cigarette, and there is one useless girl sitting behind him, and she puts her hand, animated advertisement, puts the hand and lights the cigarette, and he is watching there. So he says, motorcycle is there, I am there, cigarette is there. एक ही कमी है. All imaginations. And slowly, first cigarette, 0 experience. Second cigarette, 1 experience. Third cigarette, 2 experiences. Nth cigarette, n-1 experiences. When n-1 approaches n, they are equal. Thereafter, the cigarette starts smoking us. We don't smoke the cigarette. So our independence we have lost. Nobody has told us. Therefore, niyati, and this all we know, and yet we do not respect our knowledge. We have to start respecting our knowledge, then we will come to know that the cause and effect, space, time, these are all illusions created by our mind. See? But normally what we do, we blame. See, because of my fate, I am here. And even the words meaning we don't know. In Vrindavan, one lady came and she said, Swamiji, because of my prarabdha, I met you. I said, I am also very happy to meet you, but because of your grace, I meet you. These professional satsangi, they abuse spiritual way. Could you imagine? See, one moti in one children exhibition, there was a kind of a riddle. Label the picture. One post bus stop and one fat lady was waiting there. Label the picture. So somebody labeled bus stop, woman, etc. One intelligent child referred, motivating. This is Brahmananda. What did you get? See, friends, you don't have to create anything. You are that. See? So, the spiritual or the professional satsangi, they have this kind of, abuses. So it was my fault, of course. I asked, hey, how is everything at home? I should not have asked. देखो सुनो मत बोलो, but बोल दिया. Swamiji, what to tell you? I said, don't tell. My son is very tamasic. I kept quiet. I said, I don't know what is coming. Husband, Rajasic ho? Acha. Amma, what about you? Satvik. You imagine as if these three gunas are good and bad. Everything is required. If you cannot invoke tamoguna, you cannot sleep. If you cannot invoke rajoguna, you cannot keep awake in satsang. See, everything is necessary. But then we imagine spirituality means no tamoguna, no, I mean sattva. You can see it everywhere. And they think that is spiritual life. You know, these days the latest fashion is vegetarian, so much vegetarian. Arey Ram, Ram, Ram. I was in Pune, there was one function, Reverence for Life, organized by some organization. I was called there. 3 days suffered. And on the last day, that valedictory function, Swamiji, you please summarize and give us the Upadesh. I said, am I supposed to give my views? Yes, yes. I said, first of all, I pray to the Lord that, oh Lord, next life make me a kaddu, a pumpkin, completely vegetarian. Because one of them who was so excited about vegetarianism, he said, whenever I see a non-vegetarian man walking, I feel it is a mobile graveyard of the dead animals and all dumbos. Now what people eat, why you should worry? See, if you are jealous, you eat. Nobody stopped you. See? Nobody, you see how the vegetarian people talk. Swamiji, I am vegetarian, I don't take non-vegetarian. What's wrong? Then I am also not Kachi Guru Ka Chela. Vegetarian, I am vegan. Limit of Beokufi. See, friends, spiritual life is not holier than thou. Spiritual life is drop all the extraordinary things in you. See? And when that happens, we stop comparing, evaluating, suggesting, and all these things put together is dekho suno mat bolo. See? Then these 5 limitations, Kala, Vidya, Raga, Kala and Niyati will no more trouble us. Now, how this infinite is reduced to the finite? Because of these 5 limitations or coverings, what happens? The first experience is, the experience of the Brahman is beyond words. Maunam Vyakhya Prakatita Parabrahma Tattvam Yuvanam. It is for this purpose, we told you 100 times. Give it a try. Commode Yoga. Don't talk to yourself and listen to silence. This is Param Shiva, this is Brahman. First. See? Then, second thing, invocation of the, invocation of the potentiality. First fall. Then, next, this experience, first fall experience is, I am everything. I am all. In this, I is predominant and everything is included in that. The second stage, I is important. Other than I is not important. So this is I predominant. I am telling you, I. Third fall, I and not I are equal. See? This is my house, this is my child, this is my property. See, one by one we are falling down. And then, last one, the not I, that alone is the reality. And therefore, I may die, but I will not leave this. These are the falls. So, what will be the going up? First, reduce the importance and value given to the possessions. Second step, give minimum importance to what I have and what I have not. How do we do that? Don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. Past belongs to the body, not to you. Then still we grow further. And thereafter, we are now no more even struggling to remain without reference of the past. No reference of the past. See? There was one great Mahatma whose influence is on me a tremendous way. Some of the so-called devotees, they said, Maharaji, we want to make a directory of your devotees who are spread over the whole world. Like these Rotary Club members, they have got the local clubs directory published. What for? So when I go to New York, I will find out one Rotary Club member and go and stay with him free. So here also, he is Mahatma's devotee, I am also devotee, let me go and live free. No. Don't create mandali. See, snake, sadhu and sinha, they don't move in crowds. See, friends, don't do that. Otherwise, we get again divided into groups. No. We are all together, ha ha, hoo, forget about it completely. Then slowly, we will get out of this. And when we are thus undisturbed by presence or absence of anything or anybody, you will see the joy of being is Amrutanubhava. The joy of becoming is samsara. The joy of being is Amrutanubhava. Saddarshan. See, therefore, this experience we gather through our inner instrument. Bhumirapo nalo vayu khammano buddhirevacha ahankar iti amme bhinna prakriti rashtada. Mana, buddhi and ahankar and 5 elements, 8 of them form the prakriti. There Bhagavan says, bhinna me prakriti, this belongs to God. See, this is my prakriti, Krishna says. But we go on holding it and then suffer. See, what belongs to us in reality in this world? Nothing, including our own body. But keep on only holding on to that and suffer. Therefore, when we thus get out of these wrong notions, then the real spiritual practice begins. So, to summarize, there are 3 kinds of bondages. One is because of the karma, second is because of the maya, and third is because of the God's will. The bondage because of the karma is removed by the karma yoga. The bondage because of the maya is removed by, technically speaking, shaktopaya or by the path of knowledge. Now, what is the path of knowledge? Whatever I see by my eyes, that alone is not complete. Whatever is seen is because of the limitation of the eyes. Therefore, all knowledge gathered through the means of knowledge is incomplete knowledge. When incomplete knowledge is mistaken as complete knowledge, we are bound to end up in confusion. Somebody says, Swamiji, the crow has taken your ear, and you start running after the crow. Dekh lo, na? See, friends. And the third is Anvamala. Anvamala is the inherent bondage. It can go only by God's grace. And God's grace is happening only to those who are worthy of receiving it. Worthy doesn't mean uniform. Hindi. See? Meditation worthy. No. You will see these yoga people, they always go with their gun and always hanging there. Wherever they and patat se laga di. What is happening? Shavasana. That is the only asana attributed to human beings. All others are to the animal kingdom. See? Ushtrasan, Gardavasan, Bhujangasan, Sansan. Therefore, these are the three paths indicated to get out of this bondage that we are all going through. In this manner, in short, we told you the complete process of from the infinite, how we are reduced to the finite, and how from the finite we can merge into infinite. It will be required for you to again and again study. And slowly, slowly, with analysis of your own experiences, you will be able to get out of this mess that we have created. Give it a try. It is not difficult. Hereafter, the next thing is Mangalacharana, the invocation of the divine grace. Without the divine grace, nothing is ever possible. There is a saying in Hindi, बिना भगवान की कृपा से घास का पत्ता भी नहीं हिलता. Without the grace of God, even a blade of grass doesn't move. This has come from Kenopanishad. How it is, what it is, study and find out. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.